I still can't believe how hard I got rocked in that last game. That was crazy. So this is like a fine hand. I hope I'm not against White Weenie, though. So if I'm up against Bant Company, I'll definitely want to hold on to the Hallowed Moonlight. If I'm up against green-white tokens, it's a little bit more of a question. Hallowed Moonlight has some decent applications, but they're not nearly as powerful. Like, the green-white decks usually don't play Secure the Wastes in the main anymore, and other than that, it's just cards like Nissa and Gideon making tokens. So it looks like we're probably against green-white. I think I'd rather just... Oh, it also matters against Hangerback Walker. That's actually, like, important. So, yeah, we'll just hold on to it. And the main function that my Liliana is having here is just to soak up some damage, preserve my life total, just give my opponent a little more to fight through. Liliana lines up pretty well against 2-power creatures. Ooh, Tracker. So that's definitely something I want to kill. Oh, and my opponent doesn't have a land drop. Wow. So I wonder if I am against a Bant Company player who's just mana screwed. Certainly possible. So I really want to read the bones into like a... Oh, that'll kill my Liliana. Really want to read the bones into like a Languish. I think I'd rather just read the bones here. Maybe hit a 2-mana removal spell. It's great. And yeah, I can probably... I mean, we'll see what my opponent does. But in my perfect world, I would just play Liliana and then play Ob Nixilis. Really like to play Ob Nixilis in a way where he can't get killed. That's going to give him a land. Languish is looking really good right now. Kind of think we're up against a mana screwed Bant Company player. Kind of getting low on the life. Might actually want to play the Liliana as essentially a sacrifice. If my opponent has collected companies, not going to use it on his turn, so holding up my mana isn't going to do anything. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like attack me down to 2, and I play Liliana go up, or Linvala and go up to 7. I feel like maybe the best thing to do is actually just transgress here. If my opponent played something like Sirach the Hunt Caller, I'd be dead. Okay, so it is a mana screwed Bant Company player. And he's got Advocate, Spirit, Queller. And now we're going to play Linvala and just kind of hope it's good enough. It might not be, considering you can play two 2-drops. If our opponent's worried about Languish, and he is worried about Languish, so he's not going to play them. Or he has another collected company. Could be that. So because we have the Hallowed Moonlight, I'm inclined to play the Languish. For opponent top deck to Dromoka's Command, we're dead. So if we go for the Languish play, and our opponent top decks Dromoka's Command, we're dead. If you top deck a Collected Company, we're fine. If we play Linvala, and he top decks Collected Company, there's a good chance that we're dead. If he hits a Reflector Mage, just 2/3 power creatures. So I think the best thing to do is to cast this Languish. And then we'll have Hallowed Moonlight. And actually, if he did have Dromoka's Command, we could just play the Linvala. Or the Liliana, excuse me. So I think this is best. And now if we had another land drop, we can actually play Linvala with Hallowed Moonlight and mana available. That would be good. So if I kept it to 4 or 5, it's kind of a big deal. Oh, did I actually have complete information? I think I might have had complete information. Oh well. So I would like to play Linvala and get a little more value, but I can't play Ob Nixilis and kill that thing, because then he just flashes in Spell Queller and it kills me. So I think this is the best move. And once this thing's in play, like road blocking, and my life total is buffered, then I can start playing my 5-mana plays and have the Hallowed Moonlight mana up. So well, that's a good play. In this situation, I think I actually want to use my Ob Nixilis to kill the Duskwatch Recruiter. Opponent has Selfless Spirit and Spell Queller. Yeah, I just want to cut off his resources. The Tireless Tracker is really annoying. My opponent draws Dromoka's Command. That's going to be pretty bad, but I feel like that's pretty unlikely. Some of the decks don't even play 4. Now this Hallowed Moonlight is starting to have an expiration date because I can't, like, my opponent is at the point where he can play Collected Company with it up. So I think it's probably a good time to just cycle this. Maybe he'll think that I just have a second. And I think I'm getting pretty close to the point where I need to start closing this game out. So Linvala plus Avacyn are a pretty quick clock. Ugh. So this won't kill me, which is pretty important. It's pretty great that I have this Avacyn in my hand. Not going to be able to play this Linvala again for a little bit, though. My opponent probably wishes that he had just, like, cast the Spell Queller at some point, because he would have a lethal attack here, even through an Avacyn. So I think the move is just block the Tireless Tracker. And then, because I get to keep my Ob Nixilis, my Liliana isn't actually that valuable. Ob Nixilis can just, like, kill the Advocate anyway. Can actually activate my Shambling Vents and start putting on some real pressure. 3, 3. See, I think I'm all set to start winning this game. And this is a great attack too, because if my opponent decides to flash in his Spell Queller to, like, double block a Shambling Vent to kill it, it means my Avacyn's gonna flip. Yeah, and we're on to the next one. So I think my deck is built basically to beat Bant Company. I mean, it's got 2 Hallowed Moonlights, all the Languishes in the world. So, to be honest, I'm not even sure if I sideboard anything. Like, I don't think I need a 3rd Anguished Unmaking. Like, the 2-mana removal is a little more efficient. Maybe I lose the 2 Anguished Unmakings for another Ultimate Price and another Transgress. Yeah, I think I like that. I think that's all I'm gonna do. I think basically this the deck that I'm playing was built to beat the Bant decks. So I don't really want to keep this hand. I want, like, some sort of 2 or 3 mana piece of removal. With this hand, I could just have my Read the Bones get Spell Queller, especially because I'm on the draw, and just do literally nothing for a bunch of turns. So yeah, I just gotta mulligan it, I think. This hand's not a whole lot better, but I'm gonna keep it. And if this was a white source, I would keep it, but because I need another white source, I think I'm gonna bottom it. So what I like about this hand is that I basically have 2 things to play early. So one Spell Queller I might be able to kind of slog through. And also I just don't want to go to 5. So Like that last hand I thought was pretty borderline. I don't think it, like I wouldn't think someone's an idiot for keeping it, but I would not keep it. Oh, this hand just got a lot better. But like the hand that I have now, it's like not that much better, but going to 5 cards is really bad. I feel like the first mulligan, it's pseudo free. This hand's just shaping up to be a real delight. We do need another land though. Redundant Quellers, that's annoying. So, what company I'm going to take? Queller, Tracker, Wilds. So, hopefully my opponent doesn't draw an untapped land. And he didn't, so that's really good for us. Ooh, that's nice. Real nice. So the way that we're going to want to sequence this is we're probably going to let our Kalitas get tagged by a Spell Queller, but we want to do everything we can to make sure that the Languish is like the last card we cast and it like 100% resolves. So I think our opponent basically has to cast Spell Queller here. So I think I'm going to make him cast this one for no value. And then we can play Kalitas to get tagged by the second Spell Queller. And then we can cast Languish to mop everything up. And if he draws a third Spell Queller or a Negate, we're going to be in trouble. But we've got some time. This Liliana's doing a lot of work to just buffer our life total, even if it does die. And yeah, I think we need to play Kalitas. We do want him to play the Spell Queller. So. Yep. And now he will be able to kill our Liliana, but we should be able to Languish and get our Kalitas back. At least that's the hope. So we know our opponent has a Tireless Tracker in his hand, so it seems like he either drew another Collected Company or another Spell Queller. So if we transgress and cast Read the Bones, let's say he hits 4 power worth of creatures, so he attacks us for 10. We're down to 8. And then we Languish. Actually, we're down to 6 because 2 damage from Read the Bones. But if our opponent has another Spell Queller and we Languish here, we probably just lose the game on the spot. I guess that's not... Yeah, because we're going to... We play Languish. Spell Queller's it. It's got 6, 7, 8 power. Attacks us down to 10. And then... Well, maybe we could actually live with the Avacyn. So yeah, I'm gonna go for the Languish. feel like it's safer. We basically make him have it. And even if he has a spell queller, there's a chance that we you know, would still be okay with Avacyn jumping out in the middle of combat. And here's Collect a Company. And that is a good hand. That is a good hit for, you know, if you're trying to beat a control deck, that's perfect. Now we can play another Tireless Tracker and play a Clue. And really, really grow. Man, this Bant Company deck is so good. It's like crazy. Ugh. Now he's going to attack me for what, 6? 12. Really like another Languish here. Liliana's not going to do it. So I know he has another tracker in his hand. And a random card. If I played to Read the Bones, I could die to a fetch land. Think what I want to do is just play my Avacyn inside of combat. Just essentially fog him for a turn. And then I can untap, maybe play Kalitas and a removal spell or something like that. I guess I won't be able to play Kalitas and a removal spell given the circumstances. You attacking? You are attacking. Do you have Jamoka's Command? Yes. Not Jamoka's Command. Whoa, and he misses? Huge blowout. Jeez, that is crazy. So unlucky. I mean, not only is it unlucky to have happened what just happened to him, but in that specific situation where he kind of like takes a gamble with the attack anyway. Oh man. So I think I just want to transgress here and then probably play Kalitas. Get the tracker if it's there, or another Reflector Mage, or probably would leave him with a Reflector Mage actually. Summary Dismissal, Elder Deep Fiend. Wow, these are some good cards. He only has 1 blue. I think that I just want to take the Deep Fiend and just try to attack my opponent to death in the air before he can really do anything. I feel like the Deep Fiend could lead to him killing me like basically all in one shot. So the trackers are going to take a little longer. Man, I feel like I got lucky. The other thing with taking trackers is just like redundant copies, so. And leaving him with like 1 counterspell and 2 sorcery speed cards is, you know, better. Oh, hello. So he's got tracker dismissal. I can attack with Kalitas and potentially flip my Avacyn. If I attack with Kalitas, I'll gain 3 life. I could actually attack with the Shambling Vent also, can I? So that would put me up to 15. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It would put me up to 13. I feel like that's worth it. Just puts a lot of pressure on my opponent. Hmm. It's not such a good idea to attack with a vent. It's kind of a free block. So you take 7, like block the Shambling Vent for free. Take 7, go to 5. Yeah, I think I'm gonna. If I attack with just the 2, then I'm gonna be at 11. And with another clue, this tracker's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, I think that's better. Time to get aggressive. Should have played that other tracker. If I had another land, I could activate Shambling Vent and attack with the Liliana, which would be really good. Wow, and the chump block there? Surprised it didn't just block with the... I mean, I guess you can crack the clue. I'm like fine with this. Now my thing flips. I think I have minus. Just get the Kalitas back. And then plus on the next turn. Oh yeah, we're doing it all. I guess considering as the summary dismissal, I just conceded. Alright, sweet. Oh, one more to go.